Just consider how much time you would have extra if you didn't waste 8 hours a day sleeping. More time for leisure, business, and family. Oh, you appear to be experiencing hallucinations already. What might insomnia's immediate repercussions be? How would it change how you live your life? And after your battle with sleeplessness was finished, what would happen to you? This is so what, then? What would occur if you went a week without sleeping? Sleeping takes up nearly a third of your life. Your body stores new information, conserves energy, and even eliminates hazardous waste while you get sun shut eye. Throughout your life, you'll require various amounts of sleep. You required up to 17 hours of sleep every day during your first year. And you need up to 13 hours before the age of 12. 7 to 9 hours a night should be sufficient for an adult. If you don't get enough sleep, you could experience excessive exhaustion, paranoid thoughts, and even death. You would probably want to get things going in the correct direction if you plan to go a full week without sleeping. What about getting a good 8 hours of rest the night before? A good night's sleep involves more than just lying down and closing your eyes. There are various phases. Everything starts out slowly. Your heart rate and brain waves are included in this. Your body's temperature will drop. Your entire body eventually becomes relaxed. Your body restores its energy and repairs its cells while you are sleeping deeply. Additionally, during the final period of REM sleep, your brain activity increases once more. You dream and digest information at this time. The first day would probably be very typical for you. As usual, you'd be energized and attentive. You would begin to feel worn out after a long day of work and exercise. But when it was time for bed, you had to will yourself to stay awake. You would start to feel the effects of skipping a night of sleep within 24 hours. You'd have a hard time focusing. You could have some trouble coordinating your hands and eyes. Your capacity for decision-making would also be slightly diminished. You shouldn't use a motor vehicle. It is equivalent to having a 0.10% blood alcohol content to spend an entire day awake. That far exceeds the permitted amount. Your appetite, disposition, and stress levels will all change substantially throughout the day. Hormones like cortisol, insulin, and human growth hormone would be out of balance after 36 hours of awake time. Additionally, you might make riskier choices, have rigid reasoning, and have difficulty speaking. Hopefully, you don't have a profession where using the incorrect words or tonality could have a significant negative impact on the world. It would be quite difficult to stay awake the second night in a row. At this stage, your brain may even start to enter unintentional sleep-like experiences, known as microsleeps. It would be difficult and disturbing to wake up from these. Again, you wouldn't feel so good upon witnessing the sunrise. A few hours without sleep will cause your immune system to become compromised. Your body would be less equipped to defend against health risks like viruses and germs. Your body's strong desire to sleep would impair your thinking on day 3. You wouldn't be able to focus or carry out simple activities. Hey, get up. You might experience irritability, anxiety, or even depression. It would be difficult to distinguish between furious and cheerful facial expressions. After 72 hours, your perception would have drastically changed, and you'd still have the first half of the week left. You might have hallucinations. Detecting false positives. Or you could be delusional and misrepresent what is actually happening. Despite all of these risks, you would survive until the 168th hour. That is an entire week. Ideally, you would still be sane, have a career, and have a family. You may finally get back to sleep, if you had the capacity. American photojournalist Tyler Shields tried sleeping for 40 days straight, but it took him 8 hours to fall asleep. Let's not mince words now. The week is not the time to sleep. For the living, that is. Trying to go without sleep, even for one night, if you're anxious about a test or a deadline, could lead to disastrous consequences. So what though? Your body has absolutely no need to sleep. That sounds like a tale fit for another So What, I suppose.